Hello and welcome back to this video series. We have been talking about Centrify support for container Linux. We've gone through the AD integration, strong access controls at both the system level and the vault level, and we have also discussed how we can help with the privilege management around the Docker lifecycle. Now we're going to talk about Centrify support for Docker itself, and this is not necessarily tied to container Linux. So it's basically on any platform that you can run, um, Docker. We can extend the capabilities of Centrify inside a container. I'm just going to warn you, this may be desirable or undesirable depending on the security posture, because part of what containers bring to the table is minimizing complexity and reducing the attack surface, right? Centrify does have dependencies like Perl, OpenSSH, curl, and ultimately, from a design perspective, you want to keep your containers as simple as possible. But in the case that your containers are supporting highly regulated information, maybe PCI data, right? You may need to actually uh, establish accountability, be able to have advanced auditing, multi-factor, and we support all those things. So in here, here's what we have. We have a system. It's actually in AWS, right? My system is joined to a Centrify zone, and the system is basically a container Linux, right? And this system is being joined as core AWS, even if the machine name is one of those AWS names, right? So let's do a Docker PS. Notice that I've been running uh, this for a little while, a little bit over 2 hours. This CentOS image is enabled for Centrify capabilities. So let's do a little bit of inspecting. So Docker and then Docker inspect. We're going to inspect this guy here. So notice that first and foremost, the container is running, and these are all the parameters that the container has. So what I'm interested in knowing first and foremost is the IP address. So it's using the default IP address here, right? And what I'm going to do is first let's show you accessing the container with identity assurance. So I'm going to use Lisa. Lisa is subject to multi-factor authentication, so we're going to do SSH Lisa at my IP address here, without the quotes, of course. So challenge for the password. There's going to be a challenge for multi-factors. I have my phone lined up, so we're going to do SMS. And once I get the link here, I'm just going to do a little bit of just press the button rather than type all those characters. So once I'm done, press enter here, and I'm in, right? So if I do an AD info, notice the differences here. Notice that I have the instance ID as the local host name, right? Another thing that I have is obviously the ability to, elevate. So I'm being challenged for multi-factor. For my password here. I don't think I'm challenged for multi-factor, but there you go. I have the ability to elevate. Let's take a look at the direct audit. Notice that I'm already being audited as well. Uh, that means that I'm able, based on the images that are running in the machine, be able to attest who has access to this box and who are granted access. And not only that, I could just also be able to replay what users are doing. So this is the session inside the container right now, right? Because I'm nesting SSH sessions, I'm capturing this output basically twice. But what is the benefit here, right? And of course, there's drawbacks because we have to use a Docker file and bring in our dependencies. That is going to make your container a little bit beefier. However, in the case that you need to be able to establish accountability, provide privilege elevation, and provide auditing, you have the ability to do this inside containers leveraging Centrify. And this has been a really productive release for us in terms of this. And as always, we're looking for your feedback and let us know.